How's it going, everybody? So in this video I'm going to be doing basically a watch list for stocks that I'm watching in October. These stocks are going to be long-term swing trades for the most part because my watch list updates every single week, but the stocks I'm going to be pointing out are stocks that have potential, I feel, for throughout the whole month of October. I mean, I could be wrong, but please read the disclaimer down below, because this is not trading advice. This is just my opinions on a lot of things. I'm not a professional trader, and none of these companies I'm going to be showing you I'm invested in or trading currently. So let's get into the video. First one I have on here is Adobe. We're looking at 3-year 1-day. I liked how it kept riding this 50 SMA, and I thought it'd be a decent time to buy when it hit down here, and then a couple days ago it just hit and then just dropped today. Let's keep an eye on it. I just liked how this stock was consistently riding this 50-day EMA on the what do you call it, the yearly day chart. AMD is always on my list because I liked how it was performing, although it just took a nosedive. I thought it looks like it's holding a little bit above or at this 50 EMA. We'll see what happens. Nothing really this changes on the day, or not day to day, but week to week, depending on how I feel about the company. Earnings is in 13 days, so I have to keep an eye on that, see how they perform. This is a company, AVA, or AVAV. They do aerospace stuff with like drones. I like the company. I think it has potential. I was actually gonna buy it around up here as like kind of like a long-term. I'm talking like a year swing trade. This way I get like a tax advantage on it. It's, you see, every earnings, it's basically not every earnings, but for the most part. Let's go with larger time frame. Let's go to 5 years. For the most part, every earnings it's been jumping up. So I'm not trying to play earnings because that goes against one of my rules, but I want to get in before earnings when it has a low point, and then maybe after 4 earnings it should be higher. Just judging by the past and how this company's performing, I think this company has a lot of potential. Its balance sheet looks pretty nice as well. I don't usually look at fundamentals too much, but when I'm investing in like a company like this, I kind of want to take a look at it. So this might be a nice long-term, maybe year and a half play, and then I get a nice tax advantage with that as well. Around here is actually a very nice price tag, I feel, for it, but after today's huge sell-off, I kind of want to see what happens tomorrow. If it goes down here, there's another, like, I don't think it'll drop like 10 more %, but you never know, something could happen. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep an eye on that. We have DVN. There's so many lines on this chart. Let me get rid of these. I made that video a while ago. I like this. Why is this stock on here? What the heck is this? I thought this was something else. Oh yeah, this is the company. I was waiting for it to fall back on this support. Why did I get rid of those lines? Yeah, let me go back. There we go. We get rid of these. I'll get rid of those later. I basically want to see when this company is going to drop down here. Oh yeah, this was that company. I was getting these confused. We can see it's performing as expected. It's now in a downtrend, trending below this 50 EMA. So we still have a lot of time, but this is going to be a very long trade. Eventually, if it gets to down here, see how it reacts around here. But yeah, I'm really concerned with what happens down here. See, I have my 2 alerts. This is going to be a long play if anything happens. Ticker symbol DVN. That won't be for a while though, but anything can happen. We have Intel. Why do I have Intel on here? Intel, I don't know why I have Intel on here. Let's take that out. Oops. LPX was interesting because it kept bouncing at around this like 26 or 25.90 to like 26.50 support, and then it just failed to get rid of that alert. It failed this level, shot down, so we're actually gonna put alert down here, see when it gets to down here. Pretty interesting. It's just plummeting. Like, this is actually, it'd be better if I go like this. This is 35%. It's a big drop. Well, I guess more accurate. Yeah, 26% down. That's pretty crazy. So we'll see what happens when it gets down here. This candle looks. I feel like it's too early to look at the candles. Not too early to look at the candles, but too early to like analyze it too in depth because I don't even think it's going to be a trade for another long time. So we have Nvidia. I like that Nvidia was kind of riding this. Maybe not that one. Let's go to the monthly. It's kind of like riding just above this. Like it keeps falling short, maybe like 4% of. That's little. It's like 5%. It keeps basically doing this with the 50-day EMA, 50-day EMA and the 200-day SMA. Not EMA, the 2 SMAs. I just thought it had a nice. It kept doing this thing where it just pull back, go up, pull back, go up, pull back. It would just ever so slightly. Except this was kind of like Adobe too. I was noticing it just kept like riding this. Except this was a little bit more sloppy. Then it failed that level, but it might just be because the market's down all today, so you gotta take that into note. But I think it's still interesting company just to look at. I like the company just in general, but the price tag is pretty high, and I already invested in several other companies that are kind of like not the same thing but complement it, and I don't want too many in that sector. Shopify still I have on here. I don't know what the hell happened. Shopify, I made a video. I was like, yeah, it's making a little triangle, and then it just broke the triangle. Like I was able to get out, and then it just look at that drop. Like, holy crap, 20%, negative 20%, and how many days was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. Jesus. We'll see if it happens. Not happens. We'll see what happens when it gets around this level. Maybe this will find us. Yeah, support. Yeah, earnings soon. 25th, 15 days. But it's now in a downtrend, I guess, because if you're looking at it actually broke below the. We have two, basically, you know, 1.5, but basically 2 candles below this 200-day SMA, which it hasn't done in 2 years, 2.5 years, something like that. So we'll see how it reacts, but let's get rid of these alerts. This is not going to be on my radar for a trade for probably a little while. Definitely interesting how fast it shot down. I guess it made like a very minor double top, but I don't know if that's stretching it or not. Like this is a relatively short time frame, 19 days, like a 10, 12 days, something like that in this year. Not a huge time frame, but yeah. So those are the stocks, the long-term stocks, or swing trades I'll be looking at. Adobe, not really too much, but mostly AVA. I definitely want to try to get in at a good price point, even though this is kind of more fundamentals, because anything like before this is kind of just noise. And even like around here, it's alright, but nothing's really happening until these last like half a years where it gets actually relevant for looking at the technicals. So I feel it's more fundamental based, and just using the technicals to get into a good entry on the stock would be important. DVN, just waiting to get down here, just waiting game, be patient. LPX, we'll just see what happens down there, and then that's basically all. Just those 3 stocks, I guess, are the ones I'm watching: AVA, DVN, and LPX. Nothing too serious. I will be adding more stuff throughout the week. I wasn't able to look at really any stocks over the weekend for trades this week, but looking at all these, what happened today with the market, it's only 10 o'clock, everything's down like a half, or the average thing's down like 3% that I'm watching. So maybe we could get a nice like value buy in or something. Not value buy, but if anything, just a good entry on a position, even though a lot of things are breaking this 50-day SMA on a lot of these companies. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about my list. The list isn't that amazing. It basically only has 3 stocks that I'm looking at for long-term swing trades, but I will, again, like if you're swing trading, everything changes daily, or not daily, mostly weekly. Like every week you're gonna have a new set of lists, but for the most part, those are the 3 long-term swing trades I'll be looking to get in, possibly in October, but not definitely. Thanks again for watching, Have a great day, everybody.